I could not be any wetter. Pigmentless Joe. Good morning, it's time for a cup of Joe.
I want to be a cup of Joe, your first sip in the morning.
If you've ever read a Dave Ramsey book, he's kind of a debt guru, I guess, helping people get out of debt. His books are really good. But we recently took up a budget that I designed, and my inspiration kind of came from Dave Ramsey. Like, he says that you should, at the beginning of the month, set all your money into different envelopes. You should use cash. This will really help you control where your money is going. So you have like a grocery envelope, you have an entertainment envelope, you have a gas envelope, maybe clothing. You set aside all the different money that you want to go towards certain things. If you want to be saving towards buying gifts for people, whatever. So you have all these different envelopes. Well, Aaron and I tried that for about 2.5 seconds and it does not work for us. That's just not us. It's too complex. It's too overwhelming. And honestly, it's designed more for people who have like spending problems and are just like going out to eat all the time or buying like $5 lattes every other day. We don't have any spending issues. We really don't. We're both very frugal. So our budget is $100 a week. That's for our like expenses that we have sort of control over, like groceries, gas, personal spending. So how it works is I'll take $100 out in cash of the bank on Friday. I will set aside $5 for my allowance, $5 for Aaron's allowance. Then I take the $90 and fill up our van with gas. And then whatever money is left over, Aaron takes and does the grocery shopping. So we've been doing this for a few weeks now, and it seems to be working so far. We'll see how things go. We do, like Dave Ramsey says to do, we do have an emergency fund of $1,000. We actually have a bit more than $1,000, not much though. Saved up for emergencies, obviously, if the car breaks down or like, I don't know what. We do have some money saved up. However, the difference with Dave Ramsey is that he would say like, set aside some money every month for like little expenses like gift giving for people or like clothing or something, so that you're putting that towards that so that you have that money put away so that when it's time to buy a gift for someone or time to buy some new clothes, you have that money. Whereas I say, forget that, get really intense, put all your money towards that, and if you need something bad enough, like you really need clothes, you really need to buy a gift for someone, that money needs to either come out of the emergency fund or your personal allowance. So the reason I gave each of us $5 a week for personal allowance is it saves you from the guilt of like, Erin likes to buy like a coffee now and again, like maybe once a week when she's shopping, or maybe she'll buy, I don't know, like a little treat to eat. She's more food focused than I am. But the idea is that you can do that without feeling guilty. Like before we had a set allowance where you just have your own personal spending money, if you did buy something extra, you kind of felt guilty and you didn't know if you should, and you might tell yourself not to, or you might do it. Like this allowance changes my focus so much. I'm like having like super flashbacks to high school, because like when I was in high school, oh my gosh, I was a freaking miser. Like I didn't go to McDonald's. I did not ever spend money on food. My parents gave me an allowance. Actually, I think it was $5 a week now that I think about it. Maybe that's where I got that from. I had $5 a week. When you have $5 a week, you save that shit. Like you don't spend it on like frivolous crap. This budget is so good for me because I'm realizing now that even though Aaron and I weren't big spenders, like we didn't go out to eat all the time, or we weren't buying like brand new clothes every weekend or whatever, I still did nickel and dime our bank account. Like I would still go to thrift stores and buy things that I didn't need, like, oh, this is cool, or why not buy another pair of slippers? These ones seem like they might fit me better. I nickel and dimed us. And I'm kind of feeling guilty about it now. Because without a budget, you can do that, especially if you're not buying the big things, or especially if you're going to thrift stores. You can say like, hey, I could be spending way more money on this, but I'm not. I'm spending only a few bucks. But a few bucks here and there adds up to a lot. Now I'm buying like nothing. When I go to the thrift store, I don't buy anything. I don't even want to go to the thrift store anymore because I'm like, I don't want to spend my money. And I also used to get fast food a lot more, really. And now that I don't drink pop, I find that I don't even want anything to do with fast food anyways. But back when I did eat fast food, I would go a lot if like Aaron and the girls were out of town. If they were out of town, then that's what I would do. Instead of eating groceries or whatever, I would just go to McDonald's, use the internet, spend a few bucks. I would only buy things off the dollar menu. I did limit myself to that. But now, like, Aaron and the girls have been gone. I keep saying Aaron and the girls. We do have a son now. So Aaron and the kids have been gone for a few days. And normally that means I'd be like, oh, I'll just go to McDonald's, you know. And I don't. I went to Meijer. I bought a pack of hot dogs, a loaf of bread, and popcorn. And that is what I live on. Really, it's not healthy. It's not healthy. But it's not any less healthy than when I was going to McDonald's. And it sure is a hell of a lot cheaper. Point is, $100 a week is what Aaron and I are trying to do right now. I just want to keep you informed. I have this idea that like I need to figure things out before I can like put them online and put them out there. I need to like be able to say like this is the best plan that we've been doing and how we do it. But that's just not how life works. Life is constantly changing. Like like I've made my morning routine video. That my morning routine is completely different now, but that doesn't mean that video wasn't useful and wasn't useful for me and wouldn't be useful for you. Like it's giving you ideas, still helping you, whatever. So my point of making this video was that I want you to be along the journey. Come along for the ride with me. There's gonna be mistakes. Maybe you're watching this thinking $100 a week. Oh, Shoeless Joe, you are gonna crash and burn on this. It's fine if we need to bump it up to $125 a week. We can do that. But you start small and say, we're just trying to find the bare minimum we can live on. Let me know any pointers you have about saving money or anything. I'm always down for that. Thanks for watching. Have a blessed day.
I want to be your cup of joe. Your first sip in the morning. We get you going ritual. And what we sow from within.
Love you. Bye.